Hey everyone, how's it going? And da 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 da. It's super heavy on Prok. Oh God, you gotta be kidding me, Wargaming. Super heavy on Prok, like. Oh man, it's just one of those things where you just want to start screaming. Oh man, but yeah, nevertheless, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to World of Tanks, and today we got another epic episode, and I'm playing in the 705A, and normally on Prok, when I'm playing in a super heavy, such as this one, or the Moss, or anything really heavy, you kind of get anxious, especially if there's multiple already on the team. But recently I have found that playing on this spot right here, okay, ooh, this one in, let's see what we got, ooh, nothing better than when your first shot goes in, and the tracks. Yes, okay, but as I was saying, recently I have found that playing on a super heavy on this map is really effective if you're playing the 6 line on this tank, and sure, if there's multiple artillery and they're all pressuring you, it can be frustrating, but you're super heavy, you can take heavy tank shots, artillery shots pretty well, and as long as you got numbers on the 0 line and they're lighting tanks up, you'll get plenty of shots off. And I mean, the 705A with .39 with my loadout, when it comes to accuracy, it's not good. It's really not that good. It's derpy. But with the 650 Alpha, when you're taking these shots, you're going back into cover, you're not spotted a lot, it really makes up for the shots that you miss. 650 Alpha really does hit hard, man, and up right here. Hey, ricochet, ricochet! You gotta be kidding me! Fucking ricochet! The only thing that's gonna be ricocheting is my computer off my floor. My God! Oh, ricochet off standard B. Oh man, but yeah, I mean the 705A. I mean, it's when I got it, I didn't think much of it at first. I didn't think it was anything special. I thought it was gonna be the new thing, and I tossed it aside for the longest time. And now I'm coming back to it, and Q-Dog was telling me like, yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. Just give it a chance. And I took his word for it, and finding out this tank is actually pretty strong in the puppy field. It's the best side scraper in the game, if not one of them, at least the best in my opinion. I mean, it's amazing at side scraping, and like if you line it up like this right here, and you're angling it perfectly, I mean, the only thing that's really gonna go through is tier 10 tank destroyer premium rounds. And I mean, like if you got the VK72, the 750 Alpha clan reward tank, and it's got the little gap right here, and that could be penned with tier 10 standard rounds quite accurately, and that puts you at a huge disadvantage. And if you aim it, if you angle it like this, when you bait him into your tracks, it's actually very good at absorbing heat shells. And obviously, heat shells, explosive anti-tank rounds, these puppies right here do not do well against spaced armor. And with this tank especially, if you're angling it like this, your lower plate is actually stronger than you think. 175 on top and the upper plate, and the turret in the front is 330. It's arguably one of the best in the game, front wheel, next to the i7, the Grand Pocket. It's up there, and I just got a blind shot kill on the standard B, and man, that's gonna get that revenge. And the M103, I'm getting the side of that tank as well. I'm putting in some good shots into him, and the M103. I mean, it's not that good. I mean, it's you could overmatch the top of his turret with pretty much any tank, tier 10, 9, and even 8, easily on the top, and I don't know the exact dynamics of it, but oh, look at this. Stock turn on a Tiger 2 does not do good against a 152mm, my friends. And it's bouncing all these shots. I mean, if you over-angle with the side script like this, and you bait him into shooting heat to your tracks, even standard rounds, I mean, it's got like I don't mean like T10 bias, like shooting the side of a Russian tank. I mean this tank actually has good side armor. It's phenomenal, and I've had a lot of success with it, and I'm sure you guys will too if you just give it a chance in the puppies. I do think it needs a little bit of a buff though. I think it really deserves the 750 Alpha that all its tier 10 counterparts have, I mean, that's the only thing you do. Other people are telling me, give it a little better DPM. Okay, that sounds good too, but in my opinion, I think the I think 750 Alpha is like the only difference it really needs. You know, just make it next to the E100. That's about to get buffed. You know, the BK, it's got 750. The E4, you know, it's pretty much a heavy tank. And yeah, I mean, 175 in the front of the hull, the upper plate, 330 in the front of the turret, and its side armor is phenomenal, guys. Take my word for it. Don't angle it like this, obviously, but if you over-angle it like this, it's more forgiving than you think. And I've had a lot of success coming down the 6 line on this map with it, and on other maps, obviously, as well. Definitely the environment for this tank's in the city, but, yeah, that's the spiel. Okay, and now you guys are wondering, my platoon mate has gone blue, and, might be wondering why. Okay, so I'll tell you. Okay, so Guerrilla 15 was pinging the map on QDOG, the Type 5, and he was just doing it consistently, and then the Guerrilla 15 turns around and shoots the Type 5, shoots QDOG, and it's like, bro, QDOG's just playing his tank, he's having a good time. I mean, like, leave him alone, you know, it's a fucking game, don't shoot your teammates, we're trying to win here. You're shooting a Type 5, well, for those of you who are not aware, shooting a Type 5 in a Guerrilla 15 is, especially when you're on the same team, is not good, because the Type 5 will easily go through the front of a Guerrilla 15 like a hot knife through butter. I mean, you got a one-shot wonder out of him, that fucking asshole. And Guerrilla 15, just let everyone play their tank. It's a game, man. Just relax. And you know, we're up to 4,300 damage, 4,000 blocked, and over 3,000 assistance. I mean, this has been a killer game so far. 3 kills, and in the 705A, you know, when you stack it up against its other tier 10 counterparts in an advanced format, Clan Wars format, you know, it's not that good. Its DPM is really not where it needs to be. It really needs that 750 Alpha to make it more competitive, because its DPM is like 2,600 with my loadout, and God knows what it is stock, you know, as opposed to like other tanks, you know, like you got the 430, which are like, I don't know, it's more than this, you know, and better tanks, you know, it really needs a good buff going for it. Yeah. And, you know, on this map, in my situation, you know, there's not much artillery, so I can crest, sorry about that, guys, I can crest this ridgeline right here, and really don't have to worry too much about TDs. They're taking a long shot, and side of the turret, it's nothing like an IS-7, you know, it's actually quite weaker than it, but it's still okay, you know, if you're shooting it at the front part of it right here, you know, you're not going to be too successful, but back here, it's weak, so, still a pretty strong side turn, so as long as you're really looking for shots up here on the 0 line, as long as your tank's lighting them up, you know, and you're keeping yourself pretty low profile and not poking up much further than what I'm doing right now, you'll be pretty successful, you know. Just play passive. There's no scouts in this game, take that into consideration, but even if there are, as long as you're playing like back down here, the scout's gonna have to crush that ridge line pretty heavily, especially in a tank like this that's low profile. But even in a Type 5 or a Moss, you know, you're playing that, as long as you're playing passively, artillery are shooting you, they're gonna slowly wind you down, but not like them shooting your other tanks, you know, you gotta believe in your team. And, unfortunately, the Yag Tiger puts a clean shot into me, you know, I was playing a little aggressive, looking for that artillery. I turned my frontal armor towards the Yag Tiger just in case I'm still lit, waiting for another shot, and yeah, I mean, the AMX-30 any second now is going to light up the Yag Tiger. We're going to start putting some meaty shells into him. There he is, and, like, you know, I should have aimed that a little better, but where did that shot go? I mean, come on, you know. RNG. I mean, we're up to 5,000 damage, 4,000 assistance, 4,000 blocked. And it's been a pretty good game, you know. We got 3 kills, and I believe we get the kill on the Yag Tiger, and, yeah, I mean, the 705A, I really think it's under-repped, and I really believe you guys should be playing it more in pub battles, you know? If you're playing it effectively, and people are shooting heat at you, just do what I said, over-angle it, just like this, you know, just a little bit if they're shooting heat, you know, their lower plate is going to become pretty well angled, so they're not going to want to shoot for it as much, and your tracks will, I mean, it's not going to go through I mean, all shots are going to go in, but it's a lot stronger than most other tanks shooting rounds, I assure you. You know, this tank is very good for puppies, and... How you doing, Q? Oh, man. Yeah, I mean... 705A, it's really got a lot going for it, and the Tier 9 and the Tier 8 are both very good tanks, too, from what I've seen playing against them in the pub battles, you know. I've had a lot of fun with this tank, and I know you guys will, too. And, yeah, well, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, well, I guess give it a thumbs down. And please subscribe. You know, I'm putting videos out, not every day, but as often as I can. I'm a full-time student and I got a full-time job. You know, I really like the tank game, and I like to roll the tanks, and I like making videos as well on the side when I can. And I really appreciate all you guys for watching this. I really trying to grow the community and build up this game even more. And yeah, awesome. You know, please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions or comments, shoot me an email at mantequillas16@gmail.com, MANTEQUILLAS 16@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you and we can work something out. You know, if you want some help with the game getting better. Right now I have 3,300 recents, and I love helping people out. You know, there's plenty of people I play with in the community, and we just work on getting better together. You know, we help each other out, and I have a lot of fun doing it. And so yeah, hit me up, you know, if you want. No pressure. But yeah, that's the video, guys. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.